I sit on the edge of the flower bed waiting for everyone to return. Feel like I'm just gonna become one with the flowers here. I survey the wide room and its high ceiling. Left by myself, my anxiety starts to grow. They're late. It's been a long time already. And Monshiro isn't back yet either. Where did they go? I stand up and walk around now and then, trying to kill some time. They said Monshiro would like it better if I were the one waiting here for him when he got back. But should I really be sitting around here doing nothing? Something black crosses my vision. I feel an ominous presence. Looking up, I spot a single black butterfly. I've never seen one of those in the greenhouse. I've got a bad feeling about this. What's going on outside? No longer able to bear standing around, I go out into the hallway. Taking care not to stray too far from the greenhouse, I search for Yamato and Kurosaba. Where could they be? No matter where I look, I don't see anyone in the hall. What's that? Instead of my friends, I spot something unfamiliar. A kaleidoscope of black butterflies? Spaced in intervals throughout the hallway, clumps of black butterflies flutter like dark lanterns. Could these be the signs Usagi mentioned? Will I find Hokage if I follow them? That means the two of them followed this path. Maybe Monshiro too! I gulp nervously. After a few moments' hesitation, I continue walking. Oh boy. This is bad news bears. Before long, I feel a draft coming from somewhere. Why? The manor doesn't have any windows, so I've never felt any air circulation before. Huh. It doesn't have any windows, eh? I'm just thinking back to that one CG we had with Kagiha where they're standing in front of a window. Where did that come from then? Where's this wind coming from? It feels like it might be the opposite direction from the butterflies. It's like there's a large crevice or gap somewhere. Could one of the windows be open? But there's no windows. The moment the thought crosses my mind, I start running. Do we have windows? Explain. Whoa. What is this? There's a giant hole. I come across a scene of such utter devastation, I forget to blink. Instead of the lavish hallways of the ruin, I am confronted with Instead of the lavish hallways of the manor, I am confronted with dilapidated ruin. And in the center, there is a large hole. It's like it was hit by a meteor. Such a strong wind. And it's coming from here. But what is it?
It's the abyss.
Huh? Don't you smile at me like nothing is amiss?
It might be clearer for me to say that's what it's called. It's called the abyss.
Kagiha? Why are you here? Wait, you're all right? You're not hurt from when you protected me?
I'm fine. The wound closed right up.
What a relief. I was so worried about you. Where were you, Kagiha? And what's up with this hole? You called it the abyss?
It's my first time seeing it too.
He ignores my first question and goes on.
The abyss is where despaired souls fall. It's a dimension of nothingness, separate from where people usually end up when they die.
Nothingness?
It has neither sky, nor ground, nor end. Once you fall in, that's it. It's an unknown realm, one where none can predict what might happen. And this hole is the gateway.
Come to think of it, Usagi did mention something about that. Why is something like that here now? Wait, no. Why do you even know about something like that in the first place, Kagiha? How do you know so much? Why are you so calm? Despite his somber expression, there isn't a hint of surprise in Kagiha's face. He simply looks down at the floor and does not raise his gaze. Wait a second. Is that?
Hey, watch out! Don't go near the hole!
Suddenly he shouts angrily. But Monshiro's pendant is over there! How did it get there, Kagiha? What happened to Monshiro? Kagiha, if you know what happened, please tell me! After some more hesitation, his sealed lips finally open.
The darkness of his heart drew him to the abyss.
It what?
You've seen it here before, yes? Souls that despair are taken away by black butterflies. But thanks to the protection of the ribbon, he was able to harbor much more darkness in his heart than a normal person. And with that restraint gone, his overwhelming despair could not be held back any longer. He was swallowed up into the abyss. We can do nothing for him.
No! He grabs my shoulder as we gaze into the chasm. Monshiro is somewhere inside this?
I couldn't save him.
Uh-huh.
And that's why I at least have to protect you. Don't go near the...
Monshiro's in there. All alone in the darkness?
Yes. It seems so.
Monshiro, no! Dive in, girl. Jump in there.
Ever since I came here, it was as though I was trapped beneath cold, dark water. Like at the ocean floor, covered by a sheet of ice in midwinter. The years felt like an eternity. I couldn't talk, laugh, or even touch anyone. I had long forgotten what it felt like to be warm.
He was afraid of being alone. So much so that he couldn't remember what it even felt like to be near another person, to feel their warmth. What can I do now? I take the ribbon out of my pocket. It shines with a blazing heat. Always have hope, no matter what happens. Never give up. I hold the ribbon tight and close my eyes. I then look into the maw of the abyss one more time. I'm going to get him.
What?
He's in there, right?
What are you saying? You can't be serious.
I am. If he's somewhere in there, I'm going to bring him back. I don't know if I'll be able to come back, so maybe it sounds odd to say I'm going to bring him back. But he's been alone for too long. I don't want him to be alone any longer. I'm surprised at how casually I'm able to say it. Thinking about the depths of that infinite darkness makes my legs shake, but a part of me wants to share in the solitude that Monshiro experienced. I want to be by his side. Oh, yeah, you figured it out, didn't you?
In other words, you love him.
Love him? Me? Monshiro? I don't know, but right now, I just want to be with him. If that's what love is, then maybe I do. But for now, I want to rush to his side and learn more about him.
No! I can't let you go! I absolutely will not let you! I don't want to lose you too.
Kagiha. I look over my shoulder, and he is looking at me with sincere, imploring eyes. The hand supporting me is trembling. And warm. So very warm. Like the sun. I see. This is what Monshiro wanted. I put my hand over Kagiha's. Thank you. And sorry, Natsu. I've been so worried lately. I was sad that I was the only one who didn't know what the others did. It was frustrating. I thought I was all alone. But they worry about me so much. Doesn't that very fact mean I'm not alone? The thought of it fills me with warmth. If Monshiro... No. If Kazuya has fallen into the darkness because he thought he was alone, I want to tell him he's not. Besides, there's something strange about this hole.
What do you mean?
Can't you feel the wind coming from it? It's ominous, yes, but it makes me feel like it's connected to the outside world. It's scary, but also not. I can't help but feel like there's something on the other side.
But...
I squeeze his hand tighter. Natsu. If you love me, may I ask you for one thing?
I'll do anything I can.
Can you hold my hairpin for me?
Your hairpin?
With a snap, I remove my hairpin. Dang, girl called him out on his love for her and was like, yo boo, old boo, I need you to hold this while I go save my new boo. I take Kagiha's hand off of my shoulder and place the hairpin in it. This is supposed to be the last shard. Without it, the kaleidoscope will never be complete. None of you would be able to return to the world if I were to be trapped in the abyss with it. So, Kagiha, I mean Natsu, hold it for me, please.
You want to entrust something so important to me?
Of course. I trust you more than anyone. Please. If I don't come back, use this and return to the real world with everyone.
But... don't you want your life back? What about your father and Haruka? Are you going to throw that away for Kazuya?
I flash him a smile. I don't want to be happy at the cost of someone else's sacrifice. That's not real happiness. If I'll be happy, I want everyone else to be happy too. I'm going now. Man. Her and Yurika have, some things in common, it seems. And then, before my fear can make me reconsider, before Kagiha can stop me, I plunge into the endless abyss. Geronimo! In that instant, my vision is enveloped in darkness. I feel as though my physical body is being stripped down to its soul and nothing more.
You said you didn't want to be happy at the cost of someone else's sacrifice. You're the one I love, after all. I can't just leave things as they are.
What does that mean? Why is everyone so cryptic in this rude grief? I pull myself off the ground, but everything around me is dark. Where am I? I blink, but I don't see anything. Wait, no. This darkness is incredibly unlike that of the night. This darkness is something I'm able to see. Right. I chased after Kazuya and jumped into that hole, and that means... this is the abyss. I get up, but the ground doesn't feel solid. I'm standing, but it feels as if I'm floating underwater, as though I'm drowning. There's nothing. There's no one. I can barely even sense my own existence, let alone Kazuya's. I'm overcome with worry, feeling the enormity of nothingness for the first time. What should I do? What can I do? I don't know left from right. I have no idea where to go. I'm afraid. Relentless, crushing fear racks my body. Kazuya, where are you? And then... what? Inside my hand, a white light starts to shine. I open my fist and see the ribbon glowing, extending away deep into the darkness. It's as though I'm holding on to some kind of reins. The ribbon is trying to move on its own? Could it be Kazuya up ahead? I try my best to see into the distance, but there is nothing but more darkness. Well, in that case, guided by my one and only clue, I have no choice but to keep walking. I squeeze the ribbon tightly to steel my resolve, and continue making my way down this ambiguous path. Oh boy. How much time has passed? I take one step after another, sensing nothing. I could be walking in circles, or I could have already gone a considerable distance. Thinking about it only makes me more worried, so I try to keep my mind empty as we move. After continuing on for some time, the air seems to become colder around me. Although I'm not sure I should really be calling it air. What is this chill? I'm getting goosebumps, but I don't exactly sense anything bad. Oh! Plink! A droplet of water falls on my forehead. In that instant, a voice echoes through my head, and then a series of images flows through my mind. Almond-eyed boy? Ugh. Where am I? Is anyone there? I've been walking forever, but I don't see anyone. What's up with this house? And who am I? I stop and squeeze the ribbon in my hand. All I can remember is that this is really important. Oh, this is Kazuya's memories from when he first got here. It's not really of any use to me, but I hear a ferocious roar from somewhere in the distance and quickly take cover nearby. I've been hearing that weird growling for a while. Somebody help! Oh, they met like right there. Oh man. Dang it. Kazuya? You're Kazuya, aren't you? Huh? When I look up, I see two people I don't recognize. He just always looked like this. He just didn't have the eyes yet. The Tomb Old Man.
You must know him. He fell into the abyss with you.
I see. So, Kazuya also. People! Who are you? Do you know me? Ah, right. You have no memories right now. I didn't know anything at first either. What is he talking about? Do they know me? Let's have him join us, Akage.
I suppose that would be fine.
So you went from the Kage right from the beginning, eh? Oops.
After the two of them have finished sizing me up, one of the two people speaks to me. Come here. I will return your memory. In exchange, you will assist me. I want to complete the kaleidoscope.
I don't understand, but I don't want to be alone. All right, I'll cooperate.
It's a deal. Pleasure working with you, Kazuya.
Suddenly, I return to my senses. Everything around me is still darkness. Was that Kazuya's memory of when he first arrived? Hikage and Natsu were inviting him to join them. Kagiha and Hikage didn't meet just recently? They've been together all along? Dun dun dun. Why? I start walking towards my unknown destination once again. And then... plink! Another droplet of water grazes my cheek and another scene plays out in my mind. Oh, I love this. This is great. Broken man? Oh no. Ah!
A man screams in front of me. His body is being warped with terrible intensity. Huh. Weak. You lost your mind without making yourself useful in the slightest. Humans are so fragile. He watches with his arms folded as the man writhes in pain, transforming into something monstrous. Whatever. Your replacements will continue to fall into this place. This is a mere diversion until the completion of the kaleidoscope. It'd be a bit more interesting if I had tougher pawns like you. Shut up.
He shoots the writhing man without hesitation and returns to his room. Again, another person sacrificed for the sake of that kaleidoscope. Hey! How long do we have to keep doing this?
Until the kaleidoscope is finished, obviously.
But you're trapping people who are supposed to go to the other side and turning them into these things.
When did you get smart enough to talk back to me?
What?
What's the matter? Surprised that I'm pointing the gun at you? You're not the only one that's special. You two are interesting chess pieces for me. That's the only reason I keep you by my side. Just shut up and do as I say. If you do, I'll grant your wishes.
Kazuya? What's the matter? Why'd you call me out here so late? I need to talk to you, Natsuki. And I don't want him to find out. What is it? We whisper in hushed tones. What he's doing is wrong. I can't stay here anymore. Let's run away together, Natsuki. Let's stop listening to what he says. Kazuya. Though he hesitates for a brief moment, he quickly recovers. No. I'm going to stay here. I'll continue helping him gather the shards. Why? Once the kaleidoscope is complete, we'll be revived. That's what Hokage promised us. That's a lie. We're nothing but tools to him. He can't be trusted. There's nothing else for us to trust in. If there's even just a tiny sliver of hope, I want to count on it. I need to come back to life, no matter what the cost. Even if I have to sacrifice everything else. Why are you so fixated on it? I promised her. I have to keep that promise. No, it's not just the promise. I want to live with her. Natsuki. If that's how you feel, then we'll have to part ways here. I don't want to see others suffer anymore. I don't care about the shards, or the kaleidoscope, or any of it. I was with you because I didn't want to be alone, but I don't care if I can come back to life. Goodbye, Natsuki. Take care of yourself. Kazuya!
I wiped the drop of water off my cheek. Okay, so we stayed together for a little while and then went their separate ways. Again, that was Kazuya's memory too. Kazuya and Natsu ended up at the manor long before I did. And they were gathering the shards? And then Kazuya left them. Plink plink. More drops of water hit my cheek. I closed my eyes and watched the memories. So many.
How long has it been since then? I think it's been a year since I split it with Natsuki. I didn't see anyone today. Again. The day before yesterday, today, and probably tomorrow too. My solitary life is terribly lonely. She gave me this ribbon. It's my hope. I want to see her. If I keep it with me, will I be able to see Ai again? I press the ribbon to my forehead. No, I don't just want to see her. I have to return her ribbon. This place is in between life and death. Hokage said that no one can die of old age here. If I wait here, maybe someday in the distant future, I'll be able to give Ai her ribbon back.
I search my body for a good place, and then settle on tying the ribbon around my neck.
If I wear it like this, I won't lose it. Someday, I will return it to Ai. But when will that day be?
Oh! I take cover nearby and survey the situation. A young boy in a mask passes by.
He's gone. Maybe I can come out now.
I watch him walk away into the distance, fighting the urge to chase after him and talk. But
no, I can't talk to them. They're in the manor now, but soon they'll depart for the other world. If anything happens to them the way it did me, they'll never be able to leave the manor. I can't get them involved. But I'm so lonely.
Hikage explained to me how this world works, so staying alone hasn't been difficult. But the longer I live in this world, the further away reality, the world of brightness, becomes.
I don't even remember my mother and father anymore. Or my brother. Wait. Did I have a brother? Maybe. But I can't remember his face. Actually, who am I? I'm losing sight of who I am.
My name, where I lived, even my age. One day, I was dumbfounded to discover that I had lost most of my memory.
He said that memories were essential to continue living in this world. If I lose my memory, I'll lose my face, then my body, and I'll depart for the other world. No, I can't. I have to give back the ribbon. I can't vanish yet. I can't depart. No, my face? The face is next, after memories.
I touch my face, and...
What?
My fingertips graze something unfamiliar, and so I quickly yank my hand away.
Oops.
It feels as though a veil of shadows is covering my face.
What is this? I'm scared. My face is disappearing? No. I'm afraid.
I wrap my arms around myself, struggling to endure this new abnormality. If I keep walking, she might see my monstrous self. The mere thought of that makes me cower in fear.
That's right. They're all wearing them.
I take one off the wall and try placing it over my face.
Fox mask boy.
If I wear this, I'll be fine. There's nothing to be afraid of. There's nothing to be afraid of. I'll be right here, waiting for Ai.
Dang, he forgot everybody, even his twin brother. The only thing that kept him going was Ai. Ah, my heart.
Is this a greenhouse?
As I wander through the manor, I find a room that is distinctly different from the others.
I didn't know there was a place like this in here. It even has flowers blooming.
The lively patch of flowers is something of a salve to my heart, withered as it is from loneliness.
What am I doing here? Why am I so tired? What am I?
I sit down by the flower bed and touch one of them with my fingertip. The petals waver back and forth with each touch. I felt happy that it answered to my touch, no matter how slight that response may have been.
This is relaxing. That's it. I should live here. I'll wait for her right here. Her? Who is she? I'm staying here just to wait for her? Why am I waiting?
I look down and think hard. I see the violet piece of cloth wrapped around me.
That's right. I have to give back the ribbon. I can't remember who I was supposed to give it back to, but I can't disappear until then. I can't disappear yet.
I grip the ribbon with both hands, and I can feel warm, familiar feelings flowing into me. It feels so warm, so gentle, so familiar. It thaws my frozen heart, and the result flows out as my tears.
When I come to my senses, my cheeks are wet. This isn't water. I wipe away the tears streaming down my face. Kazuya. He's been waiting here after all this time just to give the ribbon back to me. He even forgot who he once was, and yet he still kept on waiting? I try to remember when we first met in the manor. When I was attacked right after waking up, the person in the fox mask saved me. We were reunited at that moment. He didn't want to see Hokage, but he still saved me and stayed by my side. Kazuya. I've got to find him. I wipe away the tears and tighten my grip around the ribbon as I continue further into the abyss. I'm coming, man. I'm gonna screw up, though. I'm sorry, but I'm coming for you. One step after another, I continue on in what seems to be eternal darkness. And with each step, the chill on my skin feels deeper, piercing through to my bones. The air is cold, like the middle of winter. The iciness keeps me together, allows me to continue walking. The cold saves me. This place still has a temperature. In other words, the abyss isn't a dimension of nothingness like I had imagined. It's simply a place that's completely and totally dark. That means there's nothing to be afraid of. And the droplets floating in the air seem to be increasing in number. I'm beginning to understand what they are. Oh! Suddenly I see something far ahead of the ribbon's light. Is that the moon? The delicate glow makes me think I'm looking at the moon, but as I get closer I can see what it actually is. I was gonna say, we have moon back to back. I'm out. That is just shenanigery right there. Kazuya! Ah, we finally found you. Kazuya is sitting in the darkness, with his knees held to his chest. What I mistook for the moon was his silver hair, glittering like the light of a star. Kazuya! Do you remember me? I came all the way here for you, Kazuya! I hurry over to him, calling his name. His empty eyes gradually regain their light.
Who are you?
You don't know who I am? I'm Benny Yuri. No. I'm I.
Hmm?
He eyes me suspiciously, then looks down in confusion.
I don't know you.
No! We used to play together at the park. We'd play kick the can and tag, and draw pictures in the sandbox.
Hmm?
You still don't remember? What about when we met at the manor? You don't remember that? You loved the sandwiches I made for you. We slept in the same bed, too.
I don't know. I don't remember.
Kazuya.
Please, leave me alone. I'd rather be alone right here. I want to be alone.
I can see a tear forming at the edge of Kazuya's eye. It falls, running down his cheek to his chin. It then floats up into the air. So those drops of water were actually Kazuya's tears. And with each tear, a memory left him. Aw, man. Kazuya covers his face with both arms. I want him to open his heart to me. Please remember. I lay my hand on him and show him the ribbon with my other hand.
Kazuya, do you remember this? I gave this to you a long time ago.
What?
You wanted to give it back to me, right? And you were waiting here for a long time. And now I have it back. Thank you so much for taking care of it all this time.
Ribbon? I had a ribbon?
I have to thank you for more than just the ribbon, though. When I first met you here, you saved me from danger. Thanks to you, I'm still here, Kazuya. Thank you, Kazuya. I'm so incredibly grateful to you.
He looks up and stares directly at me.
That ribbon. That's right. I have to give it back to her. Are you her?
Yes, I am!
She always brought me to wherever the group was when I was alone. Whenever I felt lonely, she would invite me into the circle of friends. You're that person.
I am, and I'm here to get you. Let's leave this place and go home.
You're... I?
Yeah.
He stands straight up. His clouded eyes seem to have regained some of their lucidity and shine brightly.
What are you doing here, I fell down here alone.
I followed you. You hate being alone, but you came down here all by yourself. You know how hard it was for me to get here?
I'm sorry. Maybe it's better if I'm alone.
Why?
If I'm around, I just cause problems for everyone. Takia, Natsuki. I'm the cause of their problems. That's why I'm better off gone.
Did Hokage tell you that? It's not true. No one thinks that you're better off gone. Takia? Natsu? All of us love you. You think you're causing trouble? Sure, maybe you are. But it goes both ways. If you don't cause trouble for everyone, can you really say that you're friends? Can you really be brothers?
Both ways.
If you made problems for people and they still stay with you, it's not because they think you're a bother. It's because they're genuinely worried about you. And if you made them worry, just say you're sorry and thank them. And then repay the favor sometime. If you just run away with your guilt, you'll never be able to repay them. Do you really want to leave things like that?
No. But what could I do for them?
Well, you won't be doing anything if you stay here. Shall we get out of here? Come on, Kazuya.
Is it possible?
This ribbon guided me to you. I'm sure it can take us somewhere brighter. You're the one who told me to have hope, Kazuya.
Yeah, you're right.
Let's go. Wherever we can.
Let's.
We hold hands and let the ribbon guide us. Why do I feel like this is going to be kind of how Taisho Alice ends as well? We're going to find Alice in the abyss and just be like, let's hold hands and we're going to get out of here together. Into the real world. We walk into the darkness without making a sound. The ribbon extends out into the darkness, leading us along our seemingly endless journey.
What?
Kazuya? What's wrong?
The ground is different.
Is it? It looks as dark and empty as ever to me.
You'll find out soon.
He pulls my hand as we continue walking. My finger seems to be pointing upward, and I feel some kind of resistance on my foot.
Is this a...
It's a slope. We're heading up.
Is it the exit?
I don't know, but there might be something up above.
We continue walking, and I can feel it clearly. We're definitely on an incline, and we're moving upward. This wasn't a dimension of nothingness after all. My face is inclined up along with the slope, I feel my heart also being lifted along with it. Before long,
There!
something comes into view.
Is that water?
The gentle incline has become steep like a hiking trail. I look farther ahead and see something glittering like the ocean.
Kazuya! Look at the light!
No.
It must be the sun! We might actually be able to get outside! Maybe this hole was connected to the real world!
I squint, thinking he's simply at a loss for words due to the surprise. But... Kazuya? What's wrong? His grip tightens on my hand, and so I turn to him and see him wearing an ominous expression.
What's wrong? Is something the matter with your feet?
Are you fine?
What do you mean? The incline's steep, but I'm fine. I'm not that tired. I can keep going.
Could he be tired from all the walking? Doesn't he see that the exit is right there? I look at my feet and finally notice.
What?
Kazuya's feet are steadily sinking into the ground.
What's going on? How come you're sinking and I'm not?
Down and down he sinks. He's being pulled downward as if he's caught in quicksand.
Okay, let's hurry! If we make it to the light, we'll be safe! It's just a little more! Run!
No matter how much he struggles, his legs can't go any further. It's like he's being swallowed up by the darkness.
Kazuya! Hang on to me! Don't let go!
Pulling hard at his hand, I wrap the ribbon around my other hand, trying to make my way higher.
Just leave me.
Absolutely not! Don't give up so easily!
But the ribbon...
Oh no!
With both of our weight on it, the ribbon has become stretched so thin that it looks like it could rip at any time.
It might not tear if it only has to hold you. Let go of my hand.
I can't do that!
It's okay. You don't have to do this anymore.
No, I'm not giving up! Don't you give up either!
I struggle to pull him up, but he slackens his grip. Despair begins to creep into my heart. Am I the only one who believes in the future? My sweaty palms start slipping as gravity begins to tear us apart.
Let me thank you.
For what?
You said it earlier. I just have to repay the kindness I received. I want you to live, to smile, and to live in happiness. And I think everyone else wants the same thing. So, I want to repay you now. I want to give your future back to you.
No! That's not what I want. I don't want a future where nobody other than me gets saved. It's not fair for you to do this now. Wasn't the ribbon your hope, Kazuya? It saved you when you were in danger, didn't it? It'll be okay, I know it!
Hopes that are too big won't become reality. It's too much to ask for both of us to survive.
But...
Despite the dire situation, Kazuya looks at me with a soft, warm expression. And then...
What?
He puts his free hand on my head and pulls me toward him. He's gonna get that smooch if he's gonna go down. Aw, man, that's so sad! Aw, man.
For good luck.
A kiss that lasts only for an instant. I'm so taken aback, my hand lets go of his. Aw, man, he shooketh me. No!
I'm glad I could give it back to you.
Hey!
Kazuya quietly sinks into the darkness, with a contented expression on his face. Don't know if I'd call that content. No! Kazuya! I try to grab his arm, but I can't reach him. My grasping hand closes around emptiness. What should I do? What can I do? Oh, I hate this. Well, I did say I was gonna get the bad ending first. I mean, obviously we need to fight for him if we're going to get a good ending. If I just yell, nothing's gonna happen. We're coming back for you in another ending. Just hang on, wait for me. Kazuya! Kazuya! Unable to do anything else, I call out his name. His body continues to drift farther away. Only my voice can reach him now. Kazuya! Kazuya! I scream his name over and over again, but... Kazuya! Kazuya! No! I'm having... The Kazuya Kaguya screaming into darkness drowning is too similar too soon. My heart can't take that. Why are we doing this to me? This is bullying by both these games. I will not stand for it. Ugh. Tears and sobs overcome me as I continue calling his name. Is there nothing I can do? I can't save him? And then, at the very least, I want to remember his face. But even that simple wish... No! Even that simple wish is not meant to be. One after another, tears flow and blot out my vision. Why is the world so cruel? I feel you there. Why won't it let Kazuya be happy? All he wants is to feel warmth, but the world pushes him into an abyss of loneliness. Does he despair because he has hope? Oh, the despair hope stuff too, good grief. My poor brain. If he never hoped for anything, maybe he wouldn't have to suffer like this. Kazuya, you told me to have hope, but... I'm sorry. I don't think I can. Not this time. We woke up. Are we the only ones that wake up from this ending, though? I have questions. I can't. I wake up to the sound of my own cries. Where am I? I can't see through my tears. No one says a word to me. But I know. I've returned to the world I so longed for. Alone. Alone! Things have been a blur since then. A nurse noticed I was awake and quickly sent for a doctor. My father and sister arrived sooner after and asked me lots of questions. They ask how I'm feeling, they run tests to check my health. I lost consciousness after the bus accident, but I had no long-lasting injuries. On the verge of tears, I smile at my father, so relieved to see that I'm all right. The wound. The unseen wound pains me. It bleeds. My heart isn't okay at all. The sadness of leaving behind my loved ones is tearing me apart. And so I went insane. Taku and Aki, Taku, we call him Taku? Since when? Who had been riding on the bus with me are still comatose. And Kazuya, asleep for 10 years, also remains asleep. So he didn't die, even in the abyss. So he's still technically alive. Every day, I visit their room, open the curtains, and place a flower by their beds. I hoped to bring sunlight, the refreshing breeze, and the sweet fragrance of flowers to them, lost in that dark, murky world. Hey, Kazuya. I'm back again. I know he won't respond, but I always call out to him before entering his room. Kazuya. I pull a folding chair up beside his bed and gaze into his face. It's been a month since I came back. I finally recovered enough to go back to school. How long has it been in that world? I wonder how they're all doing. I perked my ears up, trying to believe that he's reacting to my words. Why did you let go of my hand, Kazuya? You told me to believe in hope, but in the end, you gave up. I don't think I can believe in it anymore. The doctor says I should keep talking to you all, and that it might help you wake up someday. But I don't think that day will come. A day when we can all smile and laugh together in this world again. It will never come. I just don't believe it. My heart aches, and I bite my lip. But even though that's how I feel, I still feel nervous whenever I open the door to your hospital room. I talk to you every day. I ask you lots of questions in the hopes that you might respond. I thought I couldn't believe in hope anymore. I didn't want to believe in it. But there's a part of me that can't help but hope a miracle might happen. In the end, none of them are going to wake up. I know I'll only be disappointed again. And yet, I still have hope. Is it okay that I'm holding on to hope? I use both of my hands to hold Kazuya's. The ribbon is wrapped around it. His faint pulse makes me feel even sadder. It's my turn this time. Just like how you waited for me, now I'll wait for you. Whether it's a year, or 10, or even more, I'll be waiting for you, right here. So please, wake up. It doesn't have to be now, but someday, I'll be waiting. And so, I await his awakening, trapped in an endless cycle of hope and despair. Truly a Monokuma approved ending right there. Dang, that was heartbreaking. There were so many levels to that end. Had the whole Natsu thing. Yamato and Kurosaba just like disappeared from existence. What happened to them? I'm curious what Kagiha's cryptic thing at the end was there after she jumped in. Like, hello, I gave you the kaleidoscope piece. What did you do with that? Anything at all? Is he like... Does he have his like antenna out and like... Nope, I think she might have got a bad ending, so nobody's waking up from here because of that. If I get the good ending, will he use the kaleidoscope piece? I was half expecting, actually, for Kagiha to take the piece, go to Hokage, and then at the end here, when we were talking to Kazuya, he was gonna wake up and it was gonna be Kagi. It was gonna be Natsu in there, and I was gonna lose my mind if that was like the bad ending. I'm so relieved that's not how that went at all. It could have been so much worse, but ugh. Man, there's so many feelings in there. Because of course he let go, because I assume something similar must have happened when Natsu went to save him the first time, and he held on, and then Natsu died, and he's like, nope, not doing that again, especially not to Ai, literally the only person that I remembered when I lost everything else about myself. Oh, man. Well, at least I know where to go to get the good ending from here on out. I can't believe the freaking... There we go. Bubbles! How dare you call the achievement bubbles? That is so rude. Good God. That completely threw me off what I was going to say. Oh yeah. I still can't get over the whole moon thing. The drowning. The Kazuya Kaguya scream. No, don't go. Oh my gosh. It was too much. It was too much for me. Alright. Well, I pushed through. We got the Psychedelica ending. Oh, that means sadness is out of the way. Well, I say that. Who knows? Maybe the good ending is sad too. Maybe it's just us and Kazuya that wake up, in which case I'll be very sad about that. But we'll see. We'll see. We're gonna get there next time. Thank you guys for joining me for Monshiro's ending. It was sad. There was no happiness to be had there. In any way, shape, or form. Oh, but next time we're going to get Kazuya's ending. We are going to reach out for that boy super hard and pull him out of the abyss. So hopefully you'll be able to join me for that. Until next time. Until every time. That intro catches me just before I finish every time. Until next time. I will see you later.